Alrighty. Alright, we got some botched cheeseburgers. That's the first thing up. This is a video made by
Cheeseburgers.
Lydia Bastianich. Again, she's more known for Italian cooking than anything else. And already I can tell you these burgers look like a disaster. I don't know what the hell's going on here. So I'll give everyone just a little bit of time to get on in here. And then we'll start the show. All right, that's enough. Let's go.
I love a good hamburger, but I like it a little bit on the Italian style.
If you want a good burger, then please let somebody who knows about burgers make it for you.
And that's what I'll do today. Let's start with the bun. I make it Italian by using a nice crispy focaccia.
The problem is with the focaccia, it's not for burgers. You're not going to have, I mean, unless that burger is super thin, you're not going to have enough meat to bread.
This is perfect.
Okay, toasted it. That's good.
And right in here,
See, now, the problem is, like, her tomato slices are already too
I
thick.
put the tomatoes. And I'm going to kind of cook them a little bit. Almost like ketchup. Just a little bit. A little salt just to bring out the flavor. Now we make the burgers themselves. I have here some oregano. I like these kind of little bouquets of oregano, wild oregano that's dried. And you take it, you just kind of squeeze it a little bit. This is enough, just like that. And into the mixture it goes. Some fresh onion. The onion brings a lot of flavor to a burger. And in this case, I shred it and I mix it in the meat. So it's almost disappears, but the flavor lingers. Salt.
Game of Thrones King's Road is now available on both PC and mobile with Google Play Games.
Right in here. Some fresh pepper.
Okay.
Grinding fresh pepper is always a good idea. Okay, here we go.
Generally, there's nothing wrong with this, but I don't like to add crap to my burgers usually. I do on occasion. It is specific, but typically I just like to just meat and then all the addings on top.
And my burgers are mixed. Okay. Equal size.
For burgers, it's one of the times that I recommend getting a meat scale out, or a scale out. Okay, those are way too thick. Those things are going to be hockey pucks by the time they're done. And again, she can cook. I'm not saying she can't cook. But I mean, this is something a little bit out of her element, I think. These are those famous hockey puck burgers your Uncle Lou makes at the family barbecue.
The tomatoes, I think, are done. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So, a little bit of oil, just like that, so that the hamburgers don't stick. Good sound. I like to hear that sound.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Pan burgers do have their place.
Temperature is on. But you see, I go like this. The back of my hand, I guess I have a thermometer here. I sense at which temperature the pan or the oil is at. And we're going to use a low moisture mozzarella. When the hamburgers are halfway done, we'll flip them and we can add the cheese on it. You know, being Italian, you gotta have a little green, a little insalata, especially next to your burger. So let me take 2 of these little peperoncino, and these are the Tuscan peperoncino. You just cut the stem off and remove the seeds, and then you cut it in little strips.
No, seeds are where most of the heat is in a pepper.
And I'm looking forward to this little crunch here. That in there. Let's see where the hamburgers are going. Let me just flip it. The temperature is pretty high. I'm gonna lower it now a little bit. And I have these beautiful little cucumbers growing right out of the pot, and I just couldn't resist. Just gonna slice it just like that.
Not to be an asshole, but are you gonna quick pickle
Oh,
them?
the smell that's coming out. It is delicious. You know, that's one thing I can't give you through television, is the aromas. That tells you one thing, you have to do it yourself. You have to get these things and get cooking. Okay, let's put this all right in here. It's time to put the mozzarella on. Do not overpile it, because then it's going to take longer to kind of melt. And if you're concerned about melting,
Not to be an ass, those burgers look fucking rare.
shredding the mozzarella really helps that. I am going to cover this, maybe a little salt, because the pickles, do I like it a little spicy? Of course I do. A little peperoncino. Just like that.
It's a red pepper
Now,
flakes.
there is a little bit of the brine right here. Just like that. Let's do a little bit, just a little bit of the oil. Not too much. And let's toss this. You don't want to make it too wet, because you don't want to wet the bun. So, let's get ready for hamburger all'italiana. Here we have a message from Holly. And she asks, what is another interest of yours outside of cooking? Oh my goodness. Okay, good question. Listening to classical music, operas, symphonies. I love sailing.
Oh my God, you must be
On cold
Italian.
nights, I like to play chess. My grandkids always now keep on challenging me. And they can't take it yet that grandma can win them at the chess game. Gardening is also a big one of mine when the weather and the seasons are right. So these are some of the things that keep me busy when I'm out of the kitchen. Keep on sending me questions, and we will meet again.
Well, it looks like she
Right
has
here in my
a glass
library.
of solid
Ciao.
vodka.
All right, look how good these look. Okay.
Okay, that cheese looks slightly overdone, because remember, it's going to keep, especially low moisture, full fat mozzarella really melts, so she might be losing
so-
some of it.
There is one.
And this is my thing. Those burgers are hockey pucks. I mean, I'm sure they taste fine, but they're hockey pucks. The ratio to bread to beef to everything, every other ingredient is off.
There is two. There is three. And there is...
If I could put any kind of sauce on Jake, what kind of sauce would it be? Is this some kind of weird fucking fan fiction question? I don't know. He's probably way too used to getting white substances that are colored white on him. So I'll go with just a good old marinara.
Oh, that cheese. Lydia's had the best one. Tomatoes. 1, 2, 3. A little bit of these inside.
Dude, that focaccia bread is going to just disintegrate.
Salata, whatever you want to call it, all'italiana.
Day 1, month 3, month 6, forever. These 4 milestones represent
Cucumber here. Just like.
Yeah, because the burger's been on it for 5 seconds. Once you pick it up to bite it, all the grease is going to go and cause the focaccia bread to fucking fall apart.
Yeah. So let's cover them. This is a little bigger one. Gonna press it just a little bit.
Exactly. See what just happened there? See
Okay,
what happened
so
again? All that went into the bottom part of the bread.
I am ready to serve these. And Lydia's. Wow. I gotta be steady. Steady, steady, steady. Okay. And okay. I think I have a good use for my kitchen towel. Get ready for these hamburgers all'italiana. I can't talk to you and eat that. So, I'm gonna cheer to you, a little sip of beer. I'm gonna invite you. Tutti a tavola a mangiare.
Okay, at least she has the correct beverage for a burger.
And I am gonna get to this table and continue to eat. It's great to follow your nose to those cravings, or in the pizza place, or in the pastry shop. But you know, you can satisfy your cravings sometimes. Say, okay, I'm gonna try to make it, and I'm gonna try to make it as close as I can to what my craving is telling me. And it's fun. It's a
I go with wherever my imagination takes me. All right, that wraps up this one. All right, we'll do this from our favorite OnlyFans girls.
Hey, you hungry? You want me to make you a sandwich?
Okay, so we have onions. Oh, I think I know what she's doing. Again, the burger is way too thick. But this might be the exception, because if I think I know where she's going with this, you're going to need a hell of a lot of beef.
Right on.
But generally, that burger is way too thick, my opinion. Burgers, in my opinion, should be no larger than 1/3 of a pound. Once you get up to a 1/2 pound, unless they're 2 1/4-pound patties, the whole thing is completely off. You just have this great big meat puck. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Something she did not intend. There was a male voice. 1,000 simps have now cried in terror and horror, and her OnlyFans will dry up. Because that's what these losers do. They give these dumb bitches money, thinking that hey sweetie message they get every month is actually them typing. Now, the reason I'm forgiving the amount of beef is because she's using Krispy Kreme donuts as buns. Now, I've heard of this. I would try it myself, but I don't have a Krispy Kreme near me anymore. I don't even think there's one in the entire state of Minnesota. Let me check really quick. Krispy Kreme, Minnesota. Thank you. Planning to return to Minnesota with a new location in 2025. Okay. So maybe I'll have to try this out myself.
Perfect. Here you go.
All right, now we're going to do the making of a bacon cheeseburger like a chef. Okay, let's go.
Delicious bacon cheeseburger. So guys,
Oh, great. A non-American telling us how to make a fucking cheeseburger.
let's do it. And so to
And what's worse is that it's an English dude.
make this classic cheeseburger, we're going to want to start with our burger sauce. So take a red onion, you want to chop it in half, remove the skins, and then dice up the onion really nice and fine. So chop your way through it, and then push the onion to one side. And next up, we want some gherkins. So pop your pickles on the board, a little
All right, and if you can't get gherkins, you just use pickles. It's fine. Gherkins do have a different flavor, but it's not, like, life-altering.
trick, keep your gherkin pickle juice, stick it to one side, and then dice those up about the same size as the onion. And next, we want some pickled jalapenos, and we want equal parts onion, gherkin, and jalapeno. So get them on the chopping
Yeah, I mean, my Walmart does, my Target does not, my grocery store does.
board.
It kind of depends on where you live. If you live in a rural or a urban, suburban place, probably no problem finding gherkins. You get to be a little bit more rural, it might be a bigger pain in the ass. But again, if you can't find gherkins, just use baby dill pickles.
Stick aside your jalapeno pickle juice, and again, dice them up about the same size as your onion and gherkin. Chop through them one
All right, I've never heard of adding jalapenos to them. Okay, now you got me interested.
last time, and then you want to stick them into a bowl, stick the bowl to one side, and next up we want some baby gem lettuce, which is
Are you going to add that to the sauce, or are you going to just keep that
a
separate?
must for any good burger sauce. It gives the sauce some great texture and crunch,
He is going to put the lettuce in there.
and stops it from falling out of the burger. So dice up your lettuce fairly fine.
If I had to guess, this bib lettuce is baby romaine. Now, I don't have bib lettuce here, or it might be under another name.
And then you want to stick that into the bowl with the onion, gherkin, and jalapeno. Once the lettuce is in, give it a stir. Add a couple of tablespoons of the gherkin pickling juice, a couple of tablespoons of the jalapeno juice, and next a fresh lemon. So cut off a nice few slices, and then you want to squeeze the juice into the bowl. Once the lemon's in, you want to season with some salt and freshly ground black pepper.
For God's sakes, make sure you taste it.
And then for the saucy element, you want to start with a few tablespoons of some tomato ketchup. Next, the same amount of Dijon mustard. And to finish, a few
Okay, I'm going to take exception to that. It should be yellow American mustard.
tablespoons of some mayonnaise. Give the burger sauce a really good stir through.
But if I was making his version, I'd stick to the Dijon.
And that is our classic burger
I
sauce.
think I might be fucked. I don't think we have bib lettuce here.
We're going to be using this for the first of the 3 burgers. So pop some of that out into a bowl, stick the rest to one side, because we're going to be making a delicious spicy burger sauce using this one as the base. Once you're done, we want to cook some bacon. So pop a frying pan on the hob, turn the heat down low, and lay in some delicious smoked streaky bacon. You want to take your time cooking the bacon, and a great little trick, every few moments add a little splash of water. This will help to
Why?
really render out the fat well, and we'll get the
I don't want all the fat rendered out. Look, honestly, here's my way of making perfect bacon. Put the fucking shit in the oven.
bacon really nice and evenly crispy. So add a little dash of water, keep turning the bacon every few minutes, and take your time to render out that beautiful bacon fat. While that's cooking away, we're going to start to prepare our spicy onions. And while that's cooking away, we're going to make our burger patties. So the most important thing when making burgers is you want to use 18% fat beef mince. So first of all,
Okay, 18 is fine. It's a little lean for me. I do 80-20. Or 75-25. You don't want lean meat.
The meat together, but don't compress it too much.
But 18 isn't nothing I'd get in a twist over.
Once you've brought it all together, another little trick, you want to use a sheet of greaseproof paper, add a small handful of
translation, parchment paper, available at any Target, Walmart, or grocery store.
the beef, and then spend a few minutes to gently flatten out a burger patty. Make it a bit bigger than the burger buns because it will shrink in the pan. Not too thick. We want the burger to be nice and easy to eat. Pop that to one side, ready to go.
Okay, so it looks like a 1/4 pound to a 1/3 pound patty.
And at this point, the bacon should be coming along nicely. So turn the bacon a few times, keep adding little dashes of water, let the water evaporate, and when it's beautiful golden brown, get the bacon out of the pan, and we're ready to cook our burger. So pop a frying pan on the hob, pop the heat on medium, add a nice generous knob of butter, and we're going to be using some delicious brioche burger buns. But
Okay,
first,
brioche
while
fine.
the butter melts, you want to take your crispy bacon and using a sharp knife, chop it up into little pieces. This makes it a lot more manageable to eat in the burger at the end. Pop your diced bacon to one side, and once that butter is
I've never done that. I've never had a problem eating a piece of bacon on a burger.
melted and lightly foaming, pop in your brioche burger buns. Check the buns every few moments, and we want to get those beautiful golden brown and toasted. As soon as they're ready,
Alright,
get the buns
perfect.
out of the butter, pop them to one side, stick another pan on the heat, turn the heat up as high as it goes, and then you want to
Why wouldn't you cook the burger in the butter? Okay, that I don't understand, but hey, you do you.
season the burger patties with some salt, freshly ground black pepper, flip it over and season the other side, and then once that pan is screaming hot, lay in your burger patty. Soon as it's in,
Again, why wouldn't you just cook this in the fucking butter?
very gently compress it down with a spatula. After a few moments,
Oh, cardinal sin.
flip it over, and you want to flip the burger every 20 seconds or
No, don't keep pressing it.
so until we've got some beautiful dark brown
I go a little bit more than 20 seconds.
caramelization. All in all, the burger will take anywhere between 2 and 3 minutes. We want it
probably a
beautiful and
1/4 pound
juicy
patty.
with a great crust on the outside.
Will you stop
keep
doing
flipping,
that?
And as soon as it's basically ready, you want to lay over some delicious burger cheese slices. The only
American cheese, and yes, he is correct. It is the only. And don't give me this American cheese isn't cheese. Fuck you.
cheese for a good burger. Give the burger another few moments for the cheese to melt. So pop your bun on the plate, add your cheeseburger, lay on your bacon pieces, pop on some of the burger sauce, and then stick on the lid, and there we have it, a delicious bacon
I don't understand the bacon pieces thing.
cheeseburger, a winner every time. All that's left to do is to get stuck in. So give it a try, and I'll see you next time.
All right.
Hello friends, I am Priyanka. Welcome to my channel. Today I will make everyone's favorite white sauce pasta. And how to make it more creamy and more healthy. I will also share these
Great.
tips with
That's
you
all I
today,
wanted.
and stay tuned for the recipe. Do watch the full recipe and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So let's start the recipe. So to make it, first of all we have to boil the pasta. And to boil the pasta, I have taken water in a handy. I will add a little salt to it and put the lid on it and let it boil. Till then, let me tell you a little about it. So this is a hard anodized handy of Elliot. And it comes in hard anodized. It works on both gas and induction. And it comes in 3.5 capacity. It comes with a 2-year warranty and it has a 3 thick base. So food gets prepared very easily in it. You can cook anything in it that you like.
Great. I don't care.
Rice is done. You can So now we will take pasta in it. So here I have taken Dino's penne pasta, which is made from durum wheat and mostly produced by semolina, and this pasta comes in a very perfect shape. It does not break after being made, and it is made from semolina. It is 100% maida free, 100% color preservatives free. Nothing is added separately in it. It is made in a completely natural way. So here I have taken 200 grams of Dino's penne pasta. Now we will
so
put
about half a pound, I think.
it to boil, and it will take us at least 10 to 12 minutes to boil it. We will cook it on high flame. So before
that is one of my pet peeves with pasta. I can't stand it when people just make half a box.
that, we will put a lid on it
Make
so
the
that it
whole
gets cooked
fucking
quickly,
box.
and keep checking in between whether the pasta is cooked or not. Now after 10 minutes we will open the lid. And here I feel that the pasta is ready. See, its color has changed a lot. It is very hot now and soft too. Very soft. It means the pasta has boiled. So now we will turn off the flame of the gas and take it out and keep it in a separate bowl. But what most people do is that after taking it out, they wash it in cold water.
Don't do that.
What happens because of that? Firstly, it becomes sticky, and secondly, its entire flavor gets spoiled. Not only this pasta, whatever pasta you make, do not wash it in cold water at all. Take it out hot.
Also, save some of the pasta water, too.
Either use it right then or drizzle a little olive oil or whatever oil you have on top, mix it and keep it, so it does not stick to each other.
Gee, it's not like leftovers are a thing.
So to make this, I have taken Desano's extra light olive oil, which is absolutely best for Indian cooking. Now I will take it as per the requirement. This is made of 100% Spanish olive oil. These are made from Spanish olives. And this is best for any Indian cooking. Along with this we need butter. We will add butter. Without butter the flavor of pasta does not come out that well. Now we will melt the butter. And this Denano olive oil can be made at high melting point also. That means if you want to make jalebi, gulab jamun, etc., then also you can make it. Then we will add chopped garlic to it. I have taken half a spoon of this. Now we will saute garlic in it. The thing to be kept in mind here is that we do not have to overcook anything, or we do not have to change its color. We just have to keep sauteing it till its raw smell goes away. And after that we will add chopped onion to it. I have chopped onion in the shape
Pasta's gross. Pasta's a blank canvas, dumbass. I should ban you for saying something that stupid.
of very small dice. So after adding it, we have to saute it as well. We do not have to fry it or change its color. We have to keep sauteing onion here till it becomes translucent. Then add boiled carrots to it. I have added it after cutting it into small pieces. If you add boiled carrots, it does not take much time to cook. But if you add raw carrots and think that it will boil while cooking, then this does not happen every time. It takes some time, and in that time onions also get fried. Then add chopped capsicum to it. I have added green capsicum.
Capsicum is a green bell pepper. What the hell is all over X? Oh, whatever. Fuck it. I don't care.
It does not take much time to cook. So add it raw and it cooks on its own while cooking. So stir it lightly for a few seconds so that it cooks on its own in its steam. Then add refined flour to it. I have taken 1.5 spoons of refined flour. We will make its sauce with refined flour. White sauce. I have made this 1 pot pasta. So to make 1 pot pasta, everything has to be arranged in 1 pot like this. Many times it happens that sauces are made separately. Vegetables are sauteed separately. So I have not done that. This handy avocado is a hard and rice handy. You can make all things in it.
And I'm also not the biggest fan of 1 pot pastas. That's just me, though.
Like today I have made white sauce pasta. So now we have to saute it well for a few seconds. The sauce that we
No,
make with
we're
this
not
will be
chatting
very
today,
thick and creamy,
Fiera.
and there will be no lumps in it. So let it saute for some time like this. Then we will add masala to it.
Okay, black pepper.
We will add black pepper as per need and salt as per need. Then we will add milk to it. Here I have taken 250 milliliters milk. And after adding milk, we will make the flame of the gas medium
For pasta, I would just go with whole milk.
low and then keep stirring it continuously like this. What happens by stirring it continuously? Firstly, there will be no lumps in it. Also, it will not stick to the bottom, meaning it will not become sticky at all. So by stirring it like this, we will make the sauce thick. And this sauce, white sauce, is made from milk only. Keep this in mind. It will not work just by adding flour and water. We need milk only. So we will mix it well. And then we will add cheese to it. Here I have taken cheese spread. I had cheese spread, so I
Okay, I have no idea what the fuck that is.
have added 2-3 spoons of cheese spread to it.
I'm gonna say it's...
If you have any other cheese like
I'm gonna say maybe it's cream cheese, but that's a shot in the fucking dark. That doesn't look like Cheese Whiz. That's the only thing I can think of for cheese spread.
mozzarella, cheddar or processed cheese or the slices of cheese, you can use that too.
It looked like cream cheese.
But by adding cheese bread, it becomes very creamy. It also tastes very delicious. So I have added
Or sour cream.
cheese bread. Now we have to make it thick by mixing it well. We need a thick sauce. As you can see, the sauce has become quite thick. So
That's
what will
not quite thick. That's quite runny.
we do at this stage? We will turn off the gas flame.
Lady, your sauce is not thick.
And after turning it off,
The fastest growing scam of 2025 is spreading like wildfire and wiping out bank accounts in seconds.
You want to
we will add boiled penne pasta to it. And then we will mix it with the sauce. We do not have to cook it. We just have to mix it with this sauce. And then we will serve it hot. So this white sauce pasta is ready to serve. But we will not serve it like this. We will sprinkle some chili flakes on top. And we need some oregano seasoning along with it. So we will also season it with oregano seasoning on top. And then for garnishing we need some med leaf or mint leaves. So this is how we will serve it. It tastes very good and looks very attractive too. So prepare it like this at home and do not forget to share your experience with me. And if you want to buy any item of the given product, then there is a link for it in my description box.
Alright. So, again, I don't know how good this is, but that sauce did not look done. Excuse me for 1 second. All right. Let's do... let's do cooking challenge with Shaq.
challenging Shaq, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, to a burger cook-off.
And I do cook a mean burger.
We'll have 15 minutes on the clock, and our time starts now. Today I'll be making my specialty smash burger. I've got Martin's potato rolls as the buns. Then for my smash patties, I am gonna be using Shaq's burgers to make them, but I'm gonna do something special. I wanna make 2 patties out of 1, so I'm gonna slice right down the center of this thing. You like this or no?
Like what?
What I'm doing?
I'm concentrating on what I'm doing over here.
Then I'm gonna be topping those with some simple, classic American cheese, with a little burger sauce and a few sliced onions.
What do you put on your burger? What ingredients do you have in front of
I
you?
can't tell you my ingredients, just to say they're Shacklicious. I'll start off by slicing these tomatoes. Ah! Thought I cut myself, didn't you? That's enough tomatoes, that's all we leave. Now I'm gonna lay out my lettuce. I don't like that piece right there. I don't like that piece either. What's wrong with this lettuce? This is the meat district shack patty burger. No need to thaw. 100% Angus beef, cooked direct from the freezer. Just count to 5, I want to show you something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is what I call I am Kazam.
You know what this is?
I don't even know what that is. I'm already finished. La 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 la.
You haven't even done anything.
I'm waiting on you.
You didn't chop your lettuce. You haven't salted your tomatoes.
Salt my tomatoes?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Put salt on the tomatoes to bring out all the
Oh
flavor.
man, that's not how you eat a shack burger. We don't use salt. Work smarter, not harder.
You have no salt on there.
Don't worry about what I have on mine, okay? But just look at it. Doesn't look delicious. It's just.
It looks good. I'm gonna scrape my patty off and flip it over. Then right away we have to go on with some of that American cheese. Once this next patty is cooked on the first side, I'll go ahead and flip it again. And then immediately hit it with a little more American cheese.
Chuck, do you cook?
I magically cook. I cook whatever I want. I could just wake up and say, hey, cook me an egg salad sandwich, and it'll magically appear somehow. That's magic. I'm assembling the perfect burger. Throw some of that lettuce on the top. You gotta let the lettuce hang off on the side. Put some tomato on that thing right there like that. And then you have your perfect burger. Tell me that burger doesn't look good.
That's disgusting. You gotta have someone eat that after.
Oh, I'm gonna eat it, don't you worry.
No, it's for the judge.
I am the judge.
One of us is gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
I am starting to work on my sauce here. And the first thing is making that relish. I like to chop up the pickles.
I think Shaq is just fucking around because he knows he's fucked.
You know what I'm doing right now?
No, I have no
But
idea.
he's
I'm using all the
entertaining.
15 minutes to make this as nice as I possibly can.
Okay, can I explain something to you?
Yeah.
Us real, regular, hard-working people,
Yeah.
we don't have time to wait for that.
Can I teach you something?
No,
Come on,
no,
please.
I'm 50 years old.
I want to teach you how to dice an onion.
Oh, no, I can't.
Why not?
It's gonna make my breath stink. Then I
No, you're not
can't
going to
get
eat
a kiss.
it. You don't have to eat it.
I'm a ladies' man, Nick. Trust me. All right, you want to be honest?
Yeah.
I'm a vampire.
If you want to perfectly dice an onion, instead of cutting it like this, we're going to start by cutting it in
Wait.
half.
I'm gonna go next to you.
Pick it up like this on its side,
All right?
like that. You're going to cut straight through there. Watch your fingers.
Oh, don't worry about my thing.
Okay. Oh. Now take one side, chop off the butt,
Never chopped onion before.
chop the butt on the other side,
Damn, 2 butts?
then start peeling back the layers. We're looking for something like this. You want to leave the top part intact, but you're going to go ahead and slice all the way down just like this. And then once we have it sort of looking like a claw, face down on the cutting board, and then you just can chop like this. Yeah, you can also go, and you've diced your onion. Help me make the burger sauce.
Oh my, burger sauce?
Ketchup,
Ketchup.
then we go mayo, a little bit of yellow mustard,
Killing me right now, Nick.
these chopped pickles that I already did. Doesn't that look pretty good?
Yes, it does.
Do you know how to say this?
Worcestershire sauce?
You were close. Worcestershire.
No, I got 4 degrees of Shire.
A little bit of smoked paprika. Smell that. Tell me what it smells like.
It actually smells like Charles Barkley.
We forgot one thing, lemon juice.
Cut the butt, you cut the other butt, and then you put that pressure on like that. Ah,
First, down with my potato bun. Going on to my potato bun with my burger patties. On with a tiny bit of my sauce. Just a few of those onions that you helped me chop. You're part of this burger.
I appreciate it.
And to finish, on with that top little bun. And my burger.
Nick didn't toast his buns.
Today I used the classic Shack patty burger. I made it very simple. No fancy schmancy stuff that people do.
And today I made my signature smash burger. And I'm pretty confident about winning this one.
I just keep thinking can't remember what talk show he was on, but Shaq's like, yeah, I hate rich people food. I don't like hors d'oeuvres, chicken wings, pizzas. That's fine.
It's time now to bring in our judge.
I'll start with this one.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Try this one, my friend. Keep it going, keep it going.
I think Chuck wins.
Yes, we win, thank you. We are the champions.
He didn't even try the
Yeah,
burger.
you don't need to try it. Nick, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
Manny, you're fired.
What?
Get out.
Get out of here.
All right, that was funny. Okay. Here, I'm gonna have to liven this up a little bit. This is some soba master demonstrating his craft.
Rainer Zepi speaking. I'm whispering because we have one of the biggest soba masters in the world right now, performing his craft.
Do you need to talk like you have laryngitis?
It's a pure joy to see
Okay, I will Americanize this.
his idea or his tale of what cooking is. He just wanted to do noodles in silence so people could see the craft of it.
Yeah, shape that dough. Shape it. Shape that dough. Do it! Come on! Show that fucking press it fucking down! Roll it. Roll it, you piece of shit! Fuck yeah! Quarter of an inch thick! Now 1/8 of an inch. Get some fucking noodles! All right, skip a bit. Oh, he's gonna fold this motherfucker! He is now using a paint scraper to get up all of his flour. Because he is Asian, he will probably recycle it. Dude, you're cutting noodles! Take it down a notch, Jason Voorhees! And look, to be fair to this guy, I'm sure if I ate his food, it'd be the best fucking thing I've ever eaten. Yeah. Whatever, I'm not going to get political on my cooking channel. All I can tell you is, Al, your stats are full of shit. What the hell is he doing with that? Okay. This cannot be an American crowd. Americans are incapable of being quiet for this long. Dude, you spend more time playing with the leftover flour than you have the goddamn noodles. Okay, they'll take about a minute or two to cook. The noodles will have a nice taste of wicker to them. Alright, it's probably one of the only times I'll recommend using cold water to kill the cooking process.
This is Rene Redzepi again. Of course, this is a way that to me is an intriguing and fantastic way to answer the question, what is cooking? The soba master chose it by doing his craft, doing noodles, and then
Okay, so no salt, no pepper, no nothing.
offering it. That to him, in the craft, in the discipline, and in the fact that you offer it to somebody. In that crossfit,
Unless there's some kick-ass
that's where it all
broths in those
happens.
pots.
That's what cooking is about.
Who wants to fucking eat it? Huh, it took so long to make. There are actually plants growing in the theater. Is she serving somebody or what? Okay, so that's wonderful. All right, let's do 2 more shorts from the OnlyFans whore.
Hungry? Want me to make you a sandwich?
This is roast beef and capicola, 2 things that I don't know if they should go together or not. Nothing horrible, nothing horrendous. At least you remember the salt and pepper. More than I can say for the noodle guy.
Perfect. Here you go.
Not horrible. Alright, 1 more for her.
Hungry? Want me to make you a sandwich?
So this is a turkey pepperoni cheddar bake. All right. Okay, for once, I actually don't know where she's going with this. By the way, don't bother with turkey pepperoni. The flavor, or no, that's actual pepperoni. But don't bother with turkey pepperoni. The flavor is terrible. Alright. Okay. Pop it in the oven. Alright.
Perfect.
Doesn't look horrible.
Here you go.
And a million simps put themselves in that position. Alright, now to wrap this one up, my old buddy Stephen Wright. But first, I have to take a whiz. Oh, Steve, my old friend. Have you heard the Klingon proverb that pompous dicks always get theirs in the end?
Pit roasted lamb, barbacoa Mexican style. It's the world of lamb on the grill.
Oh, but you can't make lamb into barbacoa! Hold on, let me just see. Barbacoa. Okay, it can be lamb, son of a bitch. All right. I always thought barbacoa was meat.
Yogurt and
pork.
saffron marinated lamb chops. The combination of flavors.
Oh, that's
will come
carnitas.
as a revelation. Lamb burgers with goat cheese. Your notion of the hamburger will never.
Oh my god. This ratio with beef and bread is even worse. And I don't mind pitas.
Never quite
I don't even mind tzatziki sauce, assuming that's what that is.
be the same. 3 great reasons to love lamb on the grill. I'm Stephen Reichlin, and from the beautiful Tubac Golf Resort in southern Arizona, it's time to grill.
I'm registering my audio. So it looks fine on my end. But tell you what, I'll bite. Let's see here quickly. Alrighty, come on. Okay, it can be lamb, son of a bitch. All right. Yeah, my audio is just fine.
The statistics are in, and
No,
the winner
I won't
is
do that. I was
definitely not
stupid
lamb.
enough to listen to
Americans
people I should have
consume less
known
than
better.
1 pound per person per year, but travel the world's barbecue trail.
Yeah, but Steve, lamb is kind of expensive here in the States. You'd know it if you weren't a pompous, progressive dickhead and thinks everyone except American cuisine is better.
On any given
I got news for you. American cuisine is the best cuisine.
night,
And I'll challenge any motherfucker the world over to prove me wrong.
pit masters are grilling lamb than probably any other meat. To be an accomplished grill master, you have.
Well, yes, because lamb is the only meat, and chicken. They're the only 2 meats that are fine by all 3 of the Abrahamic religions. Unless there's some weird Jew rule about chicken, I don't know. But as far as I know, Christian Jews and Muslims can all have lamb, and they can all have goddamn beef. Or, they can all have goddamn, chicken.
Have to master lamb.
Hey, it's your dry skin. I need to seal in moisture. CeraVe hydrates up to 10 layers deep.
I first saw this dish at an incredible restaurant in Mexico City called Arroyo. And Arroyo is...
And why can't they all 3 have cows? Are there some Christian denominations that don't allow cow meat? Because I know, like, Jewish Orthodox Jews can't have, like, a cheeseburger, but they can have a burger. You just can't put dairy products on meat products. And there's nothing that's... I mean, that's one of the things that tore India apart. The Hindus think cows are sacred. Muslims eat cows.
is so large it occupies a whole city block. It has its own bullfighting ring. And the barbacoa is cooked in...
Wow, Steve, you're on the left and you didn't condemn bullfighting.
4 gigantic stone pits at the back of the restaurant.
In 1514, a Spanish explorer discovered...
And my thing is with all these people, why would you believe in a God that denies you cheeseburgers and bacon cheeseburgers and bacon and beer?
a singular method of cooking. The Taino Indians of Hispaniola were smoke roasting wild game and fish on a wooden grate called a barbacoa. That's the origin of our word barbecue, not to mention our next dish, a Mexican chili.
Look, I don't know if it comes from barbacoa or some French word or some just shit we made up.
Rubbed pit roasted shoulder of lamb called barbacoa. And it starts with a shoulder of lamb and a spice paste. To make
Great. In America, that shoulder of lamb will be about $200. If you can find it. Okay? Not even Costco stocks lamb regularly.
Make the adobo, combine chipotle chilies, which are smoked jalapeno chilies, guajillo chili powder, oregano, onion, chopped fresh garlic, allspice, cinnamon, and salt. Puree the ingredients to a smooth paste, adding distilled vinegar and water. Of course, in the old days, these ingredients would have been pounded together in a mortar and pestle.
Well, come on, Steve. Let's see some action. Grind that shit in a mortar and pestle.
Spread half the adobo over the bottom.
Again, good luck finding a piece of lamb that size anytime other than maybe Christmas. Good luck. This is why I can't stand his show. Good luck finding these ingredients. One of the things I try to do is not make my ingredients all that exotic.
Of a boneless lamb.
The one that I use on the regular the most that some people have a hard time finding is chipotle powder. But cayenne is a perfectly easy substitute. Perfectly acceptable. Chipotle is a little more smoky.
Shoulder roast. This one weighs about 6 pounds. Then turn the roast over and spread the remaining adobo on top. Mexican barbacoa is a little bit different than American barbecue. First of all, traditionally it's made with either lamb or goat.
But since Americans are fond and love our beef, we're kind of fucked and have to use that.
Second of all, the lamb or goat is wrapped in...
Isn't lamb and goat the same fucking animal? Again, I'm not a farmer. I'm genuinely asking.
Some sort of leaves. In some parts of Mexico, they use maguey cactus leaves. In other parts of Mexico, they use avocado leaves or even banana leaves.
This one is wrapped and
this is probably why I will never be a farmer.
Cooked in banana leaves. So take the lamb roast and invert it so the fat side is down.
I'd be like Homer Simpson screaming at the lamb. Eat the can! Come on, you stupid goat, eat the can!
Then bring the banana leaves over the roast. First this way, then this way.
Also, all right, I'll be fair. I haven't looked for them. But good luck finding banana leaves.
Then this way.
At least here in Minnesota.
And this way. And secure the banana leaf with a skewer. Then place a wire rack on top of the barbacoa and flip it over. Don't worry if your banana leaves tear a little bit. That'll just let more smoke flavor in. Okay, the next
one side of your thing isn't properly wrapped, bud.
thing that makes this dish so singular is that the lamb shoulder is actually...
Also, shouldn't this be smoked in a pit in the ground? I thought that was traditional.
roasted over a pan of soup, and the dripping lamb juices flavor the soup. It's called consommé, and it contains onion, carrot, zucchini.
Can I have some Mexican grandmas confirm that, please?
Cabbage, rounds of corn, and bay leaves, and chopped fresh cilantro and epazote for flavor. Just mix these ingredients up. Now let me show you how to set up the pit.
At LL Bean, we've been innovating for over a century, making
Barbacoa is a dish that's near and dear to my heart because barbacoa is the Spanish
Oh, you grew up in the Northeast and you had it fucking when?
word that gave us our term barbecue.
And I think you still live in the Northeast, you pompous New England dick!
The year was 1516. The place, the island of Hispaniola, today the Dominican Republic in Haiti. And a Spanish explorer named, let's see if I get this right, Gonzalo Fernando Oviedo y Valdez, stopped here on a convoy that was bound for Colombia. Now, unlike most of his compatriots, Oviedo was actually very interested in the local culture, the local food.
In 1516. Yeah, the only thing he was interested in the local culture of is which little hot female native can I basically throw into sexual slavery.
And he came upon a tribe of Taino Indians doing what would amount to a cookout on the beach. And they had rigged up this sort of gizmo with 4 logs, and there were wooden grates across the top on which wild game and fish had been placed to smoke roast. I'm cooking the barbacoa in an upright barrel smoker. And as you can see, I've loaded the smoker...
Again, does not barbacoa get smoked and cooked in a pit? In the ground!
About 12 pounds of lit charcoal and arranged it in this ring around the periphery. Next, add 3 or 4 chunks of your favorite hardwood. I'm using oak. Insert the cooking rack. Next, place the ingredients for the consommé in the center of the smoker and add water to cover. Finally, place the rack with the barbacoa on top of the consommé. Now what's going to happen is the lamb is going to smoke roast in the banana leaf. The juices are going to drip into the vegetables in the consommé and make a soup to serve with the barbacoa. So finally, cover the smoker, and the cooking time is about 4 to 5 hours. It's been 5 hours. The lamb should be ready. And it sure looks ready. We can use an instant read meat thermometer. We're looking for 180 degrees. Bingo. Okay. So first, take the barbacoa off. And set it on a tray to rest. Then take off this consommé, which has been flavored with...
Not to be a dick, that looks like shit.
with the lamb juices and the wood smoke. Now, you never want to cut into a smoked roast like this right away.
You never want to cut into any meat right away. Let it fucking rest.
Right, let it rest for 10 or 15 minutes.
God!
It tastes juicier that way. But we can start with the consommé, and the aroma is absolutely incredible.
I'm sorry, that looks like shit.
These heat-proof gloves come in handy for unwrapping the barbacoa.
Oh, come on, be a man! Get heat-proof hands.
So let's see how we did. It slices beautifully. And check out this little smoke ring here. That's a natural chemical reaction when you cook meat low and slow in the presence of wood smoke.
Except that lamb looks a little overdone, my friend. I'm not saying I'm not seeing yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, juice is dripping off of it, but
this lamb is really tender.
But it looks cooked to fuck.
Smoke roasted soup.
Only tried one little bite of the broth, and now he will try the tiniest piece of meat available.
And smoke roasted lamb from...
Yep, been doing the same shit for 30 fucking years.
Barbacoa to barbecue. It's the world of lamb on the grill.
No, he's taking God damn it, I can't get more of this shit. Needless to say, Al is full of shit.
Sometimes politics interfere with barbecue. When I...
How? How? If I make the Kamala Harris burger, no Trump supporter is going to give a shit. Now, granted, if I make the Trump burger, some Kamala Harris supporter might want to smash me in the face with a hot coal.
Did my first tour of the world's barbecue trail, I was unable to visit Iran. So
why would you want to? Why? Why would you want to visit any country that's a theocracy?
So I found...
Look, I'll be fair. Maybe the Iranians have fantastic local food. I'm not going there. Because if I can't enjoy a beer in peace, a beer with my meal, fuck it. And also the women have to be covered from head to toe, fuck it. If my destination does not have alcohol and 22-year-old girls ready to make very bad decisions based on the amount of alcohol they've consumed, I don't want to go there.
I found myself Iranian grill masters here in the United States, and one of them showed me this dish, Persian saffron marinated lamb chops. The traditional marinade features yogurt. Many Iranian meats will marinate for 1 to 2 days. When it comes to grilling lamb, Iranians are world masters. They've certainly had...
They are? Well, if they had better food, maybe they would. Maybe they wouldn't be so pissed off all the time. And maybe they'd, take a break on the whole Allahu Akbar.
At practice, lamb has been part of the Persian barbecue tradition for at least 5,000 years. In this dish, the lamb is marinated in a vibrant mixture of yogurt, saffron, and onions. The combination of flavors will come as a revelation.
How is that racist? Islam is a religion, not a race. I could become a Muslim tomorrow. Andrew Tate's a fucking Muslim.
Sale on all their meat sticks right now. You can get 30 sticks for $36.
One of those flavors is saffron. Saffron is the world's costliest spice. It comes from an aromatic crocus. And to activate the flavor...
Oh, yeah, and it's a fucking... It's expensive. I'll say that.
Flavor, you simply soak it in a little warm water. You'll see it will
Because the fucking plant will only grow in one place in the world.
release an orange color. To finish the marinade, start with plain whole milk yogurt. Add finely chopped onion, about 4 cloves, finely chopped garlic.
Is the country of Iran not like 99.9% Muslim? And while all Muslims don't believe that, 1 in 5 support that.
Garlic. Orange zest, that's the oil-rich.
And also, probably a lot of them do say, because all Allahu Akbar means is God is great.
Outer rind of the orange. Freshly squeezed lemon juice. Salt. Cracked or ground black peppercorns. And the soaked saffron.
Alright, I don't have anything too much to say about this. Except it looks like vomit.
Now, for the lamb chops,
it's a marinade, so
choices.
okay.
I'm using loin lamb chops. You can also use rib chops. I like...
Again, you're going to have a hard time finding lamb chops. They're a little easier to find. I think Walmart's carry them. They're probably your best bet.
The loin chops because they're a little meatier.
But again, the 8 of them would probably run you probably $70, $80.
Finally, pour the remaining marinade over the tops of the chops. The only tricky part about this dish is remembering to marinate the lamb 24 to 48 hours ahead of time.
How is that tricky? Gee, I'm thinking lamb chops on Wednesday. I'll start marinating them on Tuesday. For Christ's sakes, my pizza dough takes 3 days to form.
In the refrigerator, of course.
That means I go, geez, I'm going to make my pizza dough. Today is Sunday, so that'll be Monday, Tuesday. I make pizza on Wednesday.
Before you start grilling the lamb, 2 final preparations. The first is a simple basting sauce. Consists of melted butter and more of your soaked saffron and a little...
Okay, so this recipe, to make it in real life, you're probably going to dump $200 on it. Between the lamb chops and the and all the saffron that he's using.
Lemon juice. And with the lamb, I thought we'd prepare some grilled tomatoes and onions. So these are plum tomato halves. Simply skewer them on
also known as Romas. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Roma tomatoes.
These flat skewers, which keep the tomatoes from rotating or falling off. And brush the tomatoes with a little extra virgin olive oil.
I don't know why you're bothering the backside, but you do you.
And season with dried herbs. This is a mixture of rosemary, oregano, and dried mint. And while you're at it, you can brush and season these baby onions. Now let's take a look at the grill.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system, built to give you all-night comfort.
So I set up the grill for direct grilling and preheated it to high. And you remember we have a little rule whenever direct grilling, we keep it hot. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. We keep it clean with a few strokes of our grill brush. And we keep it lubricated, either with a folded paper towel dipped in oil or else a half onion dipped in oil and drawn across the bars of the grill grate.
And I will say, there's nothing inherently wrong with what he's doing, but the fact is that oil burns away the second he he by the time that he gets to here, the oil that he put here is already burned away. Again,
Grill
it's
the
just a waste of
vegetables
fucking
first.
time.
And the reason I do this is the onions take a little longer to cook than the lamb. And also, vegetables...
Yeah, except a clean grill produces shit food. Because all the seasoning is wiped away every time you clean the grill.
Grilled vegetables taste great at room temperature, whereas the lamb should be served sizzling hot off the grill.
Trust me, Fiera, I can make grilling fun and easier, and your food will taste a hell of a lot better than this jack-offs. Oh my god, what the fuck? Am I fighting for the favor of Fiera's hand?
Then put on the lamb chops. The lamb chops grill for 4 to 6 minutes per side. And in the Near East, people like their lamb medium to well done, not rare the way we do here in the West.
Well, it's just another reason why they're a backward, silly people.
After a couple minutes, give each chop a quarter turn to lay on a crosshatch of grill marks.
But then again, on that note, I don't know how Joe Biden takes his steak, but 2 of the last 3 presidents like their steak well done, so there's that. Yes, even our great and glorious leader, Donald Trump, likes his steak well done. What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with you, Don? For God's sakes, Mr. President, eat the fucking steak medium rare.
Meanwhile, when the tomatoes are brown on the bottom, turn them over. And you see, by using these flat skewers, they don't slip. You should also turn over the onion. You're looking for it to be lightly charred too.
There's another thing I hate about him. He cooks on a golf course. I fucking hate golf. It takes a long time. It's slow. It's boring. It's played by a bunch of pompous fucking dicks.
So once the chops are browned on the bottom, turn them over. And at this point, you can start basting with that butter saffron basting sauce. The chops will cook for another 4 to 6 minutes per side. To test for doneness, we use the old poke test. Poke the meat. It feels firm to the touch. That shows us we're right at medium. So, don't forget the ends of these skewers could be very hot. Here are grilled onions and grilled tomatoes. The lamb's ready too.
Now watch, he'll take the smallest bite imaginable of both.
Saffron and garlic grilled lamb chops. It's a 5,000-year-old barbecue tradition.
The size of the bite, if you're taking the smallest bite imaginable, means you cook something that tastes like shit. You know, there are some people I'll forgive, like Gita De Laurentiis, because she marathon shoots her show, so she's tasting like, 20 things. I can forgive her for, but generally I don't like to see this super small bite. Also, when you're eating steak and lamb chops, you don't take a tiny bite. You take a good sized bite, because if you keep taking tiny bites, then your steak's just going to taste like dried shit. The idea of taking these tiny bites came from fucking the 1700s, 1600s, and how the nobles ate and took 900 hours to get through dinner.
In North America, the most famous grilled ground meat dish is hamburger.
Well, he didn't even bother to eat that one.
Of course.
And Jesus Christ, you spent like $200 on the motherfucker.
Well, as you travel the world's barbecue trail, very often the hamburger gives way to lamb burger, which brings us
All right, I've made lamb burgers. I like them.
To these ground grilled lamb patties. Now, if you've never had a lamb burger, ground lamb actually has more flavor than ground beef.
I'll say a different flavor. I'm not going to say more flavor.
Our next dish belongs to a great...
And I already don't like the final product. And I'll tell you what I would have done had I made this. I will say lamb has a different flavor. I will not say it has more flavor.
Family of grilled lamb recipes that includes azeri lula, Balkan kofta, and Turkish kebab.
Yes, I have. You can look it up.
It's a cheeseburger with a difference, made with ground lamb and fresh goat cheese. Your notion of the hamburger will never quite be the same. Step number 1, the ground lamb. Try to buy lamb that's not too lean. I recommend a 15 to 20% fat.
Okay. Hell is frozen over. I agree with him on something.
Content. Next, add 1 finely chopped onion.
Again, I don't agree with this because I think the meat should speak for itself, and lamb's flavor's a little more delicate than beef's. I don't want to overcrowd it with crap.
Chop fresh parsley, dried oregano, chop fresh garlic, and chop fresh mint, which will balance the lamb's richness. Season the mixture with coarse sea salt.
I don't see lamb as that fucking rich!
And finely ground or cracked black peppercorns. Mix the lamb with your fingers. Combine the ingredients well. I've always found that your fingers work best for mixing. All right, now form the patties. This started as a log of goat cheese, which I cut into 1/4-inch slices. So, wet your fingers, pinch off 1/4 of the meat.
All right, he's making
and
juicy
form it
Lucy's,
into
basically.
a patty, making a depression in the center with your thumbs. Next, place a slice of goat cheese in the center and bring the meat over the top to encase the goat cheese. Here's what the finished patty looks like.
Well, lambs don't produce steaks.
Now, you can grill the burgers right.
And I definitely would not add crap if I was making a juicy Lucy. Those things are hard. It's hard enough to keep those motherfuckers together as is, and not have the cheese melt all out.
Right away, but they'll handle better if you refrigerate them for about an hour.
I might actually go a step further. I might put them in the freezer for 15 minutes.
You wouldn't settle for Bateman when there's Batman?
Solve the riddle and be free.
What is dusk? You don't have to...
While the lamb burgers are chilling, let me show you the sauce. It's a variation on Greek tzatziki.
All right.
It starts with plain...
Now, I don't know why you're fucking with tzatziki, because tzatziki is delicious.
Whole milk yogurt. Diced cucumber.
Shouldn't it be Greek yogurt? I know I'm nitpicking here, but shouldn't it be tzatziki? Alright, I'm redoing this burger. Fuck Steve Reichlin. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. God damn it, I can't get a piece of paper out. Okay.
Chopped fresh mint. And finally
Oh,
chopped
this... Well, pretty legible, considering I was writing really fast.
Season with coarse sea salt and freshly ground or cracked black peppercorns. That's all there is to it. Lamb has a natural affinity for garlic. In keeping with the Near East roots of this dish, we'll grill the lamb over charcoal. And you know the drill. This is a charcoal chimney starter, and place a crumpled piece of newspaper in the bottom.
Okay, this is the one time I would criticize you for using briquettes instead of lump. Lamb I treat a lot like beef.
Bottom. The cylindrical shape of the chimney funnels the heat upwards, lighting your coals uniformly. Let me show you the grill. It's already loaded with hot charcoal. So, as always, we start by cleaning.
So you want that high, hot heat from hell. You want lump charcoal for burgers.
And you can use your oiling towel to oil the bars of the grate to prevent sticking. Put on the burger.
Dude, I use lump all the time. Fuck you. Okay. I might actually have to retract something because I forgot for 1 second that he was making Juicy Lucy's. Those you might not want to go so high.
People make is
maybe you do.
never press a burger. All you succeed in.
Because you want to get that fucking thing seared as quickly as possible so the cheese doesn't melt out on you.
Doing is squeezing out the juices. The burgers are ready to turn.
Oh, one already broke. Oh, two
and
already
while the
broke.
burgers are cooking on the other side, let's grill some pita. So brush the pita lightly with extra virgin olive oil.
Okay, if I was doing a burger, either they'd be massive, and I'd do 2 pitas as buns.
Oil. Watch the pita bread. It burns.
But I know where this is going to end up, and this is going to be horrible.
Burns really quickly. It's just a few seconds on each side. You know, sometimes the fire's a little hotter in the center than the grill and on the sides, so don't be afraid to move the food around. Remember, barbecue is a little bit like dancing. You're always waltzing the food from hot spots to cool spots.
I don't even know what to say to that.
And one very important thing, folks, whenever you handle raw meat, be sure and sanitize your hands before you touch the cooked food. Okay. So the burgers are cooked. You can feel they're firm to the touch. Great. And let me
And probably most of that cheese
show you
left
how
the
to
burger.
put this together. Slice of pita, a burger, slice of tomato, some red onion, and a spoonful of our yogurt cucumber mint sauce. Fold it over. From the Near East.
God, this is so fucking wrong. Okay, let me tell you what's wrong with this burger. Most of the pita is just that. Dry-ass toasted pita with nothing. If I was going to do this as a pita, I would have done about 1 to 2 pounds of ground lamb, fried that up, seasoned it beautifully, made my tzatziki sauce, and then treated this a little more like a burrito. If I was going to do a lamb burger, either A, I'm making a big enough burger to where I'm going to use 2 pitas as buns and do all the fixings, and maybe melt some goat cheese on top of it. Or I'm just going to go with regular ass buns. Maybe the tzatziki sauce, the red onions, the tomatoes. And I'm probably not going to go with goat cheese. I'd probably go with something else.
To the southwest, it's a cheeseburger you won't soon forget.
Yeah, imagine somebody gets that at a restaurant. What am I supposed to do with this other half? Do you have any dipping sauce for me or something? All right. That is the end of the broadcast. Good night, everyone. I probably will be on my LOP channel